Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with December's How to Kill Kit with Style layout share. You may have noticed I did not follow directions. We were supposed to take a break for How to Kill a Kit with Style in December, and by the time I remembered that, I already had 8 videos filmed, so I decided to do it anyways. That being said, I don't think there is anybody else for you to watch today as far as layout shares go, but we will be back tomorrow with January's How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I'm really excited about that kit. So I'm gonna get into it. I decided to play by myself this month, but I was really excited to play with Close to My Heart. It was not products I've ever used before. I've seen a lot of other people use them. It was just a different way to work, and I wasn't quite sure if I would like it or not, but I figured I would give it a try because I was so behind on Avery's Baby album, and I really felt like Close to My Heart, because they give you so much like instruction on how to put the pages together. I really thought I could bang out a bunch of them quickly and kind of get back on track, which I did. It was awesome. So they give you 3 projects here that are double page spreads, so essentially 6 12 by 12s, and they give you all the product and how to put it together. And I made all of these in like one day. I just like banged them out, and it was a lot of fun to work that way, to just take your brain out of the equation and just kind of do what they tell you to do. I did tweak a lot, as you guys saw this month. Things I didn't really like that they did, I just changed it on mine. And so if that's something you kind of want to try, you don't have to feel restricted because they did something a certain way. If you don't like it, you can change it. So I'm going to go through with the layouts I made this month. I think I made, how many did I make? I didn't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I made 12 layouts this month. Wow. And again, it really helps because they give you 6 of them, and then I just got the extra paper and then I made 6 of my own. So that was really fun. So I started out by doing project 1. I loved the navy cut file they got you. I really liked this kind of L design, and you can see that I tweaked the proportions. They had 1 vertical 4x6, and I decided to do 2 photos, and so I just kind of changed the proportion of where I laid stuff out. I wasn't really feeling the white with the red floral on it, so I just changed that pattern out. So yeah, that's kind of how I decided to tweak it, and then I just added a couple more embellishments and some enamel dots and like twine through the tags and that kind of thing. But that was a lot of fun. The journaling spot I took away from here, and I just did on the paper here. But I really tried to stick to what they did and then just tweak a couple things. But this is basically a double page. None of mine that I did are double pages, but they're kind of companion pages. So this was when my mom went to first visit Avery at my sister's house, and these are some photos she took while she was there. So they do kind of coordinate, but because I switched out the papers on this layout, I wanted to continue it on this one. So that's why I did the blue again instead of the white and red. And then instead of the scallop running just in the middle of the page, I decided to stretch the scallop all the way edge to edge. Since you had this huge photo strip that covered up some of it, you kind of could spread it out some. So that's another way I kind of changed it on here. Everything else I pretty much kept the same. So that was layout 2, and this was project 1 that they gave you. And then project 2, this one was very different for me. They gave you a ton of circles, and you kind of did this circle-y cascade, and you did banners, and there was a lot going on. And I wasn't sure about it at first, but it was really fun to put it together, to piece everything. And it's nice that they just give you all the things you need, even these photo strips they give you. And so I kind of just tried to follow what they did instead of having this banner run across the whole top, because again, I changed the photo proportion. I decided just to have it running up this corner. And then again, I added some enamel dots, but that's what I decided to do for my 3rd one. And then the companion page, I did 4 gridded photos like they did, but they used 3x3s. I used 4x4s. So again, the proportion was a little different. I decided not to do the branding strip up here, but I did finish off the banners, which they had the banners down here. But because my grid was larger, there wasn't a ton of room. So that's another way I kind of tweaked it, but I think everything else is pretty much the same. They had these 2 clips like here and here. I thought they looked cuter clustered, so I just changed it. But that is their project 2. Layout 5, I pretty much stuck pretty close to this one. My photo was a 4x6 instead of a 5x7, but everything else was pretty much the same. except for I added, again, enamel dots and some more embellishment. But that one I kind of kept pretty similar. I'm not big on these journaling spots of plain white paper, so I did switch it out for a tag and do my journaling on the tag and then add a banner instead of their journaling spot. But other than that, I tried to keep it the same. And then the companion page for this one is when I was babysitting, and you can see my cat Gracie is just obsessed with Avery and she always wants to be next to him. So I wanted to just note that on this page. Again, I changed the photo proportion, but the rest of the layout I kept pretty much similar. I moved the floral cluster that was over here, and then I just put some stars here instead. But that's pretty much it. So those are the 6 layouts they gave me to do. And again, I did those pretty much all in one weekend. So that right away made me feel a lot better and took away a lot of the stress of being behind on Avery's baby album. So now everything else is for either a collaboration or my own design. And I started off with this big photo grid here. I used a couple scraps from the circular layout that I had. They gave you a lot of extra wood grain bits, and of course, because I bought the extra paper, I also had 1 extra sheet of the stickers, so I had stickers to use on the rest of my pages as well. But this one was a lot of fun. I added some gold accents, again, trying to keep the enamel dots rolling through all of these. Pop these little cups up on some dots, and I tried to keep this one pretty simple. This was for scrap 5, so I have my punch and my gold splatter and all those other elements we had to have, but that was the first one I did. And again, like, there's so much covering the blue background. I gutted this and then I used it here. So this is the scrap from behind all of these photos. This is for Stretch the Sketch. This was an odd proportion for me to scrap on, but I think it turned out really cute once I matted it on the 12 by 12. This frame was gutted from, which page was it? I needed a scrap of, oh, here it is. So this papaya colored frame that I needed for these photos, I gutted from the middle of this one, and then this leftover frame is now what I used to frame that page. So that's another way I kind of was frugal and used scraps. This is a great one because I got to just use a bunch of scraps here, just layering them up. Use some more stickers, some more wood grain bits, branding strips. Actually did not do enamel dots on this one, but I think that looks pretty cute. So there's that one. This was off the board with pineapple paper, so I followed a sketch. And again, just trying to use scraps. I used a lot of branding strips, some more of the wood grain bits and stickers. I think this was the last sticker from the first sticker sheet. And then I just had the second sticker sheet to work on. I did pull in this alpha sheet from my stash, and then all of these little circles, sorry I keep going back and forth, but that page with the big camera on it, this camera, you punch out all of the pieces and then you piece it together yourself, but there's lots of little scraps from this that I then used on this page as little like colorful bubbles. So I am glad I got those scraps used up. But that one's that one. Pretty simple page. I really just followed the sketch, but I was really pleased at all the scraps I got used up. And then the rest of these, I think I did on Zoom while chatting with friends from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. So all of these I was kind of distracted while creating, but I had a lot of fun creating them because I got to scrap with friends, and that's not something I usually get to do. So this first one, I really wanted to use the corner pieces I had scraps of from a previous page of this rainbow stripe. So that's the first thing I did. Added some branding strips along the edge of those, and then I just used my photo with a bunch of scraps over here, and then more scraps up here with the camera sticker. Again, this middle portion was a scrap from that camera I punched out. But yeah, just getting a bunch of stickers used up on this one from the second sticker sheet. And then this one I lost my mind creating because I just got stuck so many times. I'm just not used to doing this symmetrical design. But I got a ton of stickers up on here, so I was happy. I got a bunch of banners, another title, another branding strip, some stickers everywhere. So I was happy with how much I got used up on here, but definitely a different page for me. I didn't really like this one when I first finished it, but I think the more I look at it, the more I'm like, okay, it is kind of cute. So I did some doodly circles, so that was kind of fun as well. And then the last one was just really scrap busting. I took my last two 12x12s, which was the rainbow stripe and this white piece, and framed them up to create the background. And then I stuck my two photos together and just tried to cram as many scraps as I had left in my layers here. So this blue piece is a branding strip, this floral piece is a branding strip. I didn't really have an alpha for this collection, so I went through my stash and pulled out a couple stickers for my title. That created this nice navy visual triangle, which I thought was cute. Did some mixed media with the stamp pad that I got with this collection, which was super fun to play with. I'm really glad I have another stamp pad color. That was, I used it a lot this month. So that's everything I made. I thought was really good. And now I have all these pages for Avery's baby album. So I feel a lot better going into next month. Next month, I will be scrapbooking my engagement pictures, my engagement photo shoot. So I feel better doing that, having gotten so much of Avery's done, because I was kind of feeling guilty. I kept working on my own book when I really needed to get started on his. So that's everything I made. Let me show you what I have left over. Obviously, my stamp pad's still good. I did also end up pulling in my ink pad from the month before that. And this little yellow ink pad I used a little bit this month. This was like from a really old Happy Mail prize from winning a Mercy Tiara challenge a long time ago. I'm pretty sure Moira gave this one to me. So all my stamps are still good to go. And then I have a lot of empties. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I have this entire sticker sheet. I used everything. I'm so happy, so happy. I do have all these wood grain empties, although there were two, I did not use these two brackets. These are the only thing left from the wood grain sheet, but everything else I got used up. And then because Close to My Heart, they tell you all the punch outs to use on each page. As long as you follow what they did. That's an empty sheet of punch outs. That's an empty sheet of punch outs. Empty sheet of punch outs. Another empty sheet of punch outs. And empty sheet of punch outs. Look at all that. I used everything. I felt so efficient, even though it was really just, that's just how Close to My Heart is. And if you have issues kind of using product and using it efficiently, like this is a really good way, because they kind of give you a guide of what all to get on what page. So that's all empties. And then, like I said, I got an extra pack of pattern paper, and they gave you an extra sticker sheet. So even though I used all of the one sticker sheet, and then I started it on this one, and I did still use a ton of it. But a lot of these more iconic pieces, like the stack of books, this big floral, the bird, because so many of these were repeating elements on pages, I didn't really want them, every page to have the same embellishment on it, if that makes sense, in his baby album. So that's what I have left over. And then paper wise, I don't have a lot. I'm really proud of myself. Couple bits of that white and red floral, a couple bits of the rainbow stripe. This is the only piece of branding strip I have left, and this is all I have left from the solids. And I have a little piece left from the journaling circle from that circular layout that I don't know if I thought I was going to be able to journal on that on another page or not, but I had that left over too. So, wow, that's it. That is all. That is How to Kill a Kit with Style December. That was very different for me, but a lot of fun and very productive. So I will see you guys tomorrow with January's How to Kill a Kit with Style. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.